All right, welcome to Creator Hardware, and today we're talking about the amazing jumps in technology from the likes of Intel, AMD, and even Mac. Processors, when I first started video editing, mainstream CPUs could barely handle anything harder than 1080p. It got really hard when a video editor was having to deal with things like, raw footage, heavy color grading. Mainstream just didn't cut it. At that point, most video editors were using the very expensive Intel Extreme series, which was high core count, basically what we have now in, well, mainstream. When I first started editing, 7700K, 9900K in the commercial desktop space was about all you could get, unless you went up to the Extreme platform or the early versions of Threadripper. Now we've got mainstream desktop processors that can handle heavy codecs. It's amazing. Even Apple, let's be honest, Adobe Creative Cloud is optimized, because that's where it started on, by the way. But let's take a look. The jump in technology from that old system, 3950X to the 7950X is amazing. You go from, being able to handle it to being able to crush heavy codecs. I mean, we're seeing, on AMD and Intel just crushing the Puget Bench in Premiere Pro. So right here, we've got a Puget Bench for Adobe After Effects with a 7950X. Overall score of 1430. Let's see. I mean, that's on a Threadripper Pro 7975WX at 1288. I mean, that's crazy that a mainstream processor can do this now. So now we're on Premiere Pro. Let's see, we got a 5950X here, 5950X. Good scores. I mean, a 7600 is beating a 5950X. I mean, that is just insane. A 12th gen is beating the old 5950X. Premiere Pro, a 7950X, 1279. That is editing performance. That's no stuttering, no lockups. One of the biggest issues that a lot of people have with Premiere Pro is the assets they use for the system. That's RAM, that's processing power, and other factors, and Premiere Pro being Premiere Pro. But that's amazing that we get this kind of performance jump generation to generation. The baseline for Premiere Pro is the system I literally have right here. Say 9900K with 32 gigs of RAM and I think a 2080, but don't quote me on that. The reason for this video is if you are struggling editing the footage you currently are as codecs get tougher and tougher to handle, this is the time to start thinking about upgrading your PC to handle those specs. Or if you're on the Mac platform, the newer Mac Minis are amazing for video editing as long as you spec high enough for the codec you're using. And this is not going to be a tutorial on how to spec PCs or anything like that. That 3950X currently handles everything I need to throw at. I don't do a lot of After Effects. I don't do a lot of, heavy color grading, but it handles my ProRes for my Blackmagic. It handles all my Sony footage. Do I really need to upgrade? No, but will I? Yes. Because just amazing technology. Intel coming out with their new processors. I will be holding off on replacing that system. Waiting for Intel stuff to come out to see how that is, and seeing what kind of problems AMD has with their new processors, because it's a brand new generation, brand new platform. So that system will probably be a little bit before I upgrade that one. But my gaming PC, that's getting an upgrade. I'm going to start collecting parts for it. It'll be a full water-cooled PC. Probably a 7900X. Probably. One of the reasons why I want to upgrade this is obviously I do captures with this PC. I want to have it upgraded when that system's down, when I'm rebuilding it, because it's again a full water cooled system. I will be reusing that case. I got to have a PC to edit, and I kind of gotten used to multi-threaded heavy workload. 9900K doesn't cut it anymore. Working with ProRes on this PC is a little sketchy nowadays, so this will be the first one I upgrade. It's the oldest platform. It's a 9900K. So now is a great time to upgrade for editing. It is just an amazing time. No longer are you trapped having to buy a $2,000 CPU just to handle, well, basic codecs. You know, nowadays, stick a 12th gen 12900K or a 5950X and just work through anything you need to work through. You really don't even need a Threadripper unless you're going really high end. And Intel's Extreme platform is more or less dead, but you don't need it. That's amazing. That is incredibly powerful processors that are now mainstream. That's the biggest thing about this, is that it's mainstream now. It's easily accessible. I mean, you can get PC systems now off the shelf that are just amazing for video editing that you don't have to worry about, or you can build your own like I will. So hope this gives you some thought on upgrading your PC to the new generations of stuff, because it's just amazing to me that we've gotten so far when it comes to video editing. You know, I don't care about gaming. Well, I care about gaming, but that's not my main focus. My main focus is video editing, because that's what I do the most of. So as always, hit record, hit upload. Thanks for watching. This is Creator Hardware.